Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all. This will be a short video just to give you a chance so you can download this video and share it with your friends. However, all of us, we heard many times the Muslims saying to us that the Prophet of Allah, he received his inspiration from an angel. His name is Jibril, the angel who came to him and he squeezed him 3 times, and each time he said to him, read. But lately I've been informed that I am wrong, and the one who got me busted is a Muslim. The Muslims told me a story which I know from long time ago, but I never thought the Muslims really will try to prove me wrong by mentioning that story. Yesterday I mentioned that Muhammad is suffering from mental illness and he received his inspiration as a sound of a bell. Today a Muslim, he posed for us an answer from the scholars of Islam saying that the Prophet Muhammad, he received his inspiration by the buzz of the bees. I mean, how buzzy that is, I'm not sure, but obviously the Muslims, they have a point. So let us read together and see how smart Muslims when they try to prove us wrong. This is the website, let me show you, which the Muslims, they get their answer in about the story we are reading for you. Now remember, this is not my website, this is what's sent to us by the Muslims. This is an official Islamic website, islamweb.net, and here the person who is answering, he is supposedly a scholar, not just a normal Muslim. So just take a note. This is not a normal average Muslim. So the question was in the top, I have read that revelation sometime used to come down to the Prophet like the ringing of a bell. And in other authentic hadith, the angel, which means the other hadith mean a report or a speech of Muhammad saying something. In the other hadith or report, it was narrated that the angels do not accompany a caravan that has a dog or a bell. The Muslim is asking, please clarify this contradiction. So obviously there's a contradiction here. How Muhammad, he received his inspiration and a sound of a bell, as you see, but yet other hadith says that Allah, he warned the Muslims that anyone who have a dog or a bell, the angels will not even get close to him. So here we will see the Muslim answer. Let us read together. This is the answer. All perfect praise to Allah, the Lord of the world. I testify that there is none worthy of worship except Allah. The answer. And the scholars start right away quoting some hadith. Al-Harith ibn Hisham said, ask the Messenger of Allah, O Messenger of Allah, how does revelation come to you? The Messenger of Allah replied, sometime it come down like the ringing of a bell. And this is the hardest of all, which means hardest form of revelation for me. Then this state pass after I have grasped that he has said. So after he hear the sound of the bell, then Muhammad, he grasped what the bell sound is about. And this is from Sahih al-Bukhari. All right, and here it says in the interpretation, it means that the revelation come down in the way similar to the rings or the ringing of a bell. And here he is adding, it's not really a ringing, it is similar to ringing of a bell, but the hadith says it's come to me in the ringing of a bell. Not a real bell. Anyway, but the problem continue to get more worse when the Muslim scholars start to explain more. And then he said, a hadith narrated on the authority of Umar describe how the Prophet used to receive his inspiration. He said, when revelations come down to the Prophet, we hear sound, or we hear a buzzing sound like a buzzing of bees near him. So Muhammad, he was not hearing a voice speaking in Arabic. Muhammad was receiving a sound of bees. There's a bunch of bees around him, or maybe one, but it's big, a huge one, and it's making a buzz, and that is the buzz of a bees. And then I asked myself, if this is the answer, this is not a ringing of a real bell. I mean, is it a ringing of a real bell or not? How Muhammad, he received Quran in a sound of a buzzing bees, and then he translated the Quran from the buzzing of the bees to Arabic. To make it simple for you, let us say you are standing somewhere, and then a bees get close to your ears, and the bees made a sound, whatever that sound is. All right, now how Muhammad was able to translate this sound to the following: Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahir Rahman. So I mean, it doesn't make sense. It is just a stupid statement. So when the Muslims, they say to us that their prophet here received inspiration from an angel, that contradict what he said, because he was not receiving a voice of an angel speaking in a voice of a human being in Arabic language, because the Quran says that we made the Quran in a pure Arabic. Then the hadith confirmed that Muhammad was not receiving Quran in Arabic, he was receiving the buzz of a bees. And that means Muhammad is mentally ill. He hears voices, and those voices have nothing to do even with the language he speaks. And there's an illness, it's called epilepsy. You can go and search about it, and you will see that most likely Muhammad is suffering from a very bad stage of epilepsy. Remember, Muhammad, he announced himself to be a prophet after the age of 40 years old. And the epilepsy started with him since he was a kid. If you remember that Muhammad, when they sent him to the Bedouin women to do nursing for him, she sent him right after. He did not stay there for long because he fainted and they thought he is dead. So he did it more than one time, obviously, and she sent him back home to his family because she cannot take responsibility for his death because she thought he's going to die. So Muhammad is suffering from this issue since his early age. There's one of two choices. Either you Muslims explain to us how Muhammad received his Quran from the sound of the bees, and why Allah he sent him a bees, not an angel, and why this angel is making a sound of a bees, and why he don't speak to him in Arabic, and then how the Quran became in Arabic if it was only a sound of a bees. How an angel he come to me and he says to me, bzzz, that was Muhammad, he was able to translate it to Arabic language and became about Allah, and how Sulaiman fly with the flying carpet, and how the woman, she have a sperm coming from her ribs, and the man have a sperm coming from his bones, backbones, and how Jesus was not crucified, and how Jesus was making a miracle. All of this coming from the sound of the bees. It was a buzz of a bees. So how you Muslims believe in such a garbage? I challenge any Muslim to give us explanation. And the Muslims who send me this link, he is supposedly trying to refute me, and he posted underneath of the video saying Christian Prince exposed. I mean, yeah, obviously. You know, a prophet of God, he received not Arabic language, he received a sound of a bees. And who is the one saying that? You Muslim scholars. And where they are quoting that? From the book of An-Nisa'i, a hadith which is authentic. Obviously it's authentic, otherwise you will not quote it. When the revelations come down to the prophet, we hear a buzzing sound like the buzzing of a bees near him. Obviously you Muslims are following a false cult, crazy man who claimed to be a prophet. A bees, he hear a sound of a bees, but then he tell you that the Quran, Allah sent him the Quran in 7 letters. What does that mean? He sent him 7 bees? Allah sent him 7 Quran with seven bees. Every bees speak different language. The Muslim, they say to us that the Quran sent in 7 letters, which means 7 dialect. How the bees was speaking 7 dialect? You Muslims need a lot of buzzing, and obviously you don't have a brain in your brain. You have a buzzing sound in your brain, and you hear voices does not exist, the same as your prophet. I'm not going to stay long. This is the video. I wanted to make it short so people they can download it, and I will start a new broadcast after 5 minutes. Please come back and we will talk about something else. Just give me 5 minutes, please. Thank you. God bless. And don't forget to download the video and share it wherever you wish. If the Muslims have an answer and they dare to answer me or debate me, they know how to find me. The link is in front of you. Patreon.com/ChristianPrince. Click there and you will find where my channel is located. You will find where is my Facebook. You will find where is my Twitter. So feel free to contact me in the way you wish. God bless you. Thank you.